Johnson realized that if he wanted to be president of the United States, he had to have a national base, and he had to appeal to people in the North. And the only way he could do that was by basically appealing on an issue of race, and appearing to be different from the hardcore Southern supporters of that he always had cultivated. So he decides that the 57 Civil Rights Act is going to be the occasion for his doing this. Now, Johnson is someone who, on civil rights issues, voted against the Fair Employment Practice Commission, voted against the anti-lynching bill, voted against abolition of the poll tax. Johnson is someone who called his driver the N-word all his life.
He told him that's the way it's going to be. If you want to get along in this world, you better accept it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And now Johnson is reaching out and he's trying to find ways of wheeling and dealing with individuals in order to get himself as the sole instrument by which the Civil Rights Act can pass. And so he vitiates the most powerful segments of the bill, gets those defeated, then goes one-on-one to various people in the South and the North, makes the case to the South that if you don't go along with this, the North will get more, goes to the North and says, unless you accept this, the South will block the whole thing. Makes deals with people from the West who want canyons and water dams and stuff like that, and essentially gets this 57 Civil Rights Bill passed. No one knows what he's promised to everybody. They don't know, because there's not public discourse, what the issues are, but they all come together and eventually pass this bill. And it's the first civil rights bill that's been passed since 1875. Now, the problem with the bill is it doesn't do anything. Right. And yet, symbolically, it is a major break. And that is what allows Johnson to be, make the segue and transition into being a national political figure. Yep. And it gives him, to some extent, the legitimacy when he becomes president after Kennedy's assassination to wrap himself in the mantle of civil rights. Yep. And to use this as Kennedy's legacy.
This excerpt is brought to you by the Massachusetts School of Law, the leader of reform in legal education and a leader in multimedia education for the public. To view the full interview and for a full listing of MSL's programs, log on to mslaw.edu.